here. Clay gets the kill. Might get the double very soon.
No way.
Go. Kai will not survive mortal bombs and Aura 5.
Early game, right? If they don't think they can win, I think they should take it chill in the early game and wait for the power spikes that they require.
Well, we'll see here the clash of styles for Aura Fire and as well as RRQ Hoshi. Aura Fire still match point. RRQ Hoshi still climbing back. Land of Dawn, we go here for our fourth game between Aura Fire and as well as RRQ Hoshi. Ladies and gentlemen, cast your votes in the live chat. Which composition, who do you support for? We're beating.
Yeah, as predicted though, Albert in the jungle on the Chou, high on the Ling. So it is going to be the Paquito in the XP lane, and I agree with this, right? The Paquito is right now way better than the Chou in the XP lane, especially when you're up against the Grok early on. But you can already see the aggressive movements here by RRQ, trying to just stop High from farming freely. Aura doing the same though to protect their jungler.
Oof, a bit of back and forth right here, but with the Mathilda as well as the Lilia, RRQ has a lot more wave clear to play around with. They don't have any heroes that can counter this Ling in the early game, like a Hilda, you know, just deny him his farm. So he'll be having a pretty okay time. And I think once it gets into the level 4 situation, maybe then RRQ Hoshi will try and go more aggressive. And if you look at their battle spells, 2 Purifies and 2 Sprints, just to make sure that they have every single opportunity to try and maneuver around. But of course, Aura Fire will have more explosive options with those flickers.
Oh, whoa. Dragon connect on towards Albert. High here. High actually is not level 4 yet. First blood by Samsung. Collected by RRQ Hoshi. A very, very good setup by Albert.
Yeah, man. I don't know, bro. That was, again, High over-committing into the enemy jungle, invading, even though he's up against a counter. A hero that can lock the Ling down, actually. Single target with Wade the Dragon.
Well, just like that, he gets kicked away, he gets stunned up, and the damage from the Lilia is just a bit too much in the early game. So far it's pretty even, but of course the mid pressure is on the side of RRQ Hoshi, so I assume they're going to try and leverage that as well here, but a fight seems to be breaking out in the bottom side.
No commitments just yet, though. Both teams are just opening up map.
Oh, no way!
No retribution as well. He claims
just a smack.
Just a boom. Gets that crab, a golden crab, and now Turtle hasn't started. Vin poked down to half HP here. You are seeing Aura Fire struggling to penetrate, and Fluffy offside there, punished immediately. RRQ Hoshi, they are really stepping on the gas. They might look for the invade as High now will not have the purple buff. Tempest Blade has popped. Now we can see here, still struggling is RRQ Hoshi. They are not stopping. With the help of Yves, High picks up a kill there. High though, still, in the first 3 minutes of the game, he is still able to collect his purple buff.
Once again though, town prediction by Axe. We are mixed here. Arashi being the only one in the English desk going for RRQ here. Aura Fire and RRQ. Currently it is RRQ leading, but Aura Fire aren't far behind. Only 1,000 gold here in the pockets of RRQ.
And they have all the tools available to try and get pickoffs, right? They have the Wild Charge, they have the Ammo Pendant as well. Although early in the fight, Godiva uses it very, very early, so I wonder what that's about. And now Vin, once again, will be targeted, but oof, there we go.
Oh my god,
Whoa!
memory
Oh my god.
early as well. And take a look at the combination. Blazing Duets just to kill off that Way of Dragon as well. The alley-oop was there. Wild Charge in the bot side has been popped. R7 soaking a lot of damage. Will he survive? Tempest Blade in the bot side was popped. High will pick up a kill as well as getting compensation for that gold loss. Emblem-wise, Arashi, what is significant?
High and dry on Fluffy, so I think we've seen this before from Fluffy, right? Just super aggressive on that Grok. Probably going to go for a full damage situation. And Albert, though, he makes that play happen, but Facehugger almost makes the outplay happen. Unfortunately, he gets taken out. With the Demon Slayer, Albert still does a lot of damage, but Aura Fire is able to find compensation on the other side of the map.
Good trade by Aura Fire there, grabbing the turret. You guys can grab food right now. grb.to/MPL. Get yourself a discount. But again, back into the game. Aura Fire currently I don't think they want to play with this low tempo. I don't think they want to play with RRQ getting a massive lead in the start. If RRQ just goes even, remember, this quad's going to scale much better than the Brody. And currently, he's already sitting at in a better position than the Brody.
It's quite hard here because, again, it purifies on the board. 2 members here, Godiva. When he catches a play, onto his play, for instance, it's going to be hard because there's Purify now, the Lord take. We'll see here, RRQ hovering around, circling his little pops as well. Real inflation in the backside. Chemical Blade will help that take objective, the objective take with that retribution as well. As Aura Fire now, they are going to defend the mid side. Fluffy trying desperately here. RRQ Hoshi will not overextend, will not overcommit as they will relax for now. Oh, never mind. Wait, Dragon connects on towards High once again. His rotation has been cut off.
Oh!
Picking up that mega kill. Kabuki is next. Forced to use the flicker, circling Eagle under the turret. Is this the right move? Kabuki with a corner upon memory claims the right member.
Oh my god.
In the black
Kabuki
side. Again, over committing perhaps. R7 gets punished.
Oh no!
Fluffy gets the kill. Play now, popping the black shoes, 4 extra bombs. Oh, he gets stuck here. Barrier is there, but Skylar finding compensation, taking the turret outside.
Again, Aura Fire are able to equalize in gold, but sure, RRQ, they overcommitted in that team fight. They went for a fight that, again, was kind of strange, but it's all to enable the Claude. Skylar was still farming freely. Skylar was still onto the turret, and it's still RRQ walking out with at least an objective.
They finally get their first start in the game, and I was about to say that Aura was having better time in that department, but whoa, Albert now gets targeted. He won't be able to walk away from it though with that steal, the Demon Slayer, paying dividends.
Real world manipulation as well was popped there, but take a look at the mid side. Actually, Aura Fire, they might commit to this, but Albert with the cut off again. A very, very smart play here. Bot side, turret falls now. RRQ Hoshi leading turn-wise. Aura Fire, their space is now a little bit shaky.
Very shaky, right? Again, we mentioned this many times in the draft. It's a very kind of good draft for RRQ if they are able to withstand this early pressure from Aura Fire. High has that Berserker's Fury. The mid game will definitely favor Aura, but RRQ, if they are able to weather the storm once again, it's going to be the game favoring them in that later stage.
That's provided if they can stall the game for that long. I think Facehugger later on will be a big factor, but with Albert, with R7, having so much mobility and crowd control might be too difficult as Fluffy gets jumped on and Vin will not be able to secure the kill, but RRQ Hoshi will take that turtle.
Very good resource spent, actually, from Aura Fire there.
Bonus staff for Skylar done already.
Exactly, and now Aura Fire, what can they do here?
I mean, at this point, it's really tough for Aura Fire. What can they do, right? In terms of map control, it's just not there. Albert can just walk up anywhere and just be a nuisance here. Again, he's a tank. He can really... Oh my goodness!
My god, the flicker. I'm offended. Connects on towards 2. Luckily, Albert and Vin still survive.
Oh my god, Albert got it.
Albert, though, gets taken down. The shutdown by Grok. And now Vin with the circling connects on towards
wow.
Oh my god, the blazing duet is there. The alley-oop and as well as the dunk.
No way!
But one by one, our Fire members, they are going down. Fluffy are trying to find compensation as R7 deals damage towards the backside as well. 3-4-1 at the end of the day. RRQ Hoshi, wow.
What a call by Vin and what a play by Skylar. He placed the battle mirror image in the back before he popped that guiding wind to follow Vin through. So it was all calculated. He got the kill, pressed that battle mirror image back, and Kabuki didn't expect it. He actually flickered with his first ability, thinking that Skylar was still in the bush there, and he got taken down by Dexter.
That's unfortunate, but wow. Skylar, this is what they're going for, right? The Matilda Cloud combo, it worked really well, and they were able to take High out and deny him that purple buff as well. And despite everything happening, RRQ Hoshi were the ones to secure a turret in the mid side as well. And R7 was full HP, so was it a 4v5 just victory for RRQ Hoshi? That's insane.
That is.
It all started with the I'm offended under the turret though. I feel like Aura Fire has made great plays, but not together, not at the same time. They need to coordinate these crowd controls a bit better because every single bit that they use is gonna be very important. in securing the victory.
You're right. Coordination has been the main problem, I think, for Aura Fire. Like you said, a lot of good individual plays happening, but no one actually committing together. The coordination not there for Aura Fire, as RRQ are looking to go for a steal once again onto that purple buff, or perhaps they're just trying to force that red tree, but Hai still keeping that red tree for himself, one level below Albert.
You know, the Lord has been resetted here, so RRQ Hoshi, they are going to somehow perhaps start the Lord once again here, Rashi. Situation, what do you think?
R7 is just pushing the side lanes, and he can do whatever he wants. Not a single person, I think, can just 1v1 him that easily. And with that pressure, with pulling Hai down to the bottom side, RRQ Hoshi go for the Lord, and they engage onto Fluffy.
The Lord will see.
Oh my God, Fluffy!
No way!
Once again, deja vu to game one. Now we can see here the collapse. RRQ, they are forcing a fight. Fluffy will be the first casualty from that fight. Aura Fire, though, they have managed to escape with very, very low HPs here. Aura Fire stealing the Lord. Fluffy, again, the third time this series. What a guy.
Props to Skylar, though, man. You gotta give him props there, because with that steal, it could have been disastrous for RRQ. It could have been just an easy fight for Aura Fire to take, but Skylar, right as Grok went for that steal, he jumped in onto the other members with the Blazing Duet, and he has the win in nature at this point. And that's what we've been building up to, right? That's what we've been talking about since the early stage. If Skylar is able to scale on this Claude, he's an absolute menace. And at this point, he hasn't only just scaled, he's also gone that defensive item that he needs to actually make the plays happen.
To play, Fluffy here, opening up the map. They want war, perhaps. Godiva, aggressive movements play here, trying to cancel out that.
Ooh, Albert!
Revelation Albert finding the right target. Kabuki falls, Fluffy falls. Every member from side of Aura Fire, they are running from the hills. But take a look at the top side here. Ling actually catches one turret top side, perhaps for compensation as well as RRQ Hoshi. They are still leading for almost a 3,000 gold lead. A very good response by the Kings of Kings.
RRQ is not giving Hai any purple buffs, man. Even there, after taking out the Lord, look at Albert instantly pass towards the purple buff, ensuring that Hai will not get free reign on that Ling. And now Albert with the Sky Guardian helmet, it will give him a lot more regen when he's out of the fight, and he can stay infinitely on the map. He is doing a lot of damage and also very tanky, an absolute problem for Aura Fire right now.
Let's see, once again, they're invading the jungle, so not only are they denying the purple buff, but now they're also denying the orange buff from Kabuki. Aura Fire, 3,000 gold deficit, and RRQ have that late game composition. It's definitely not looking good. Skylar can take that torn apart memory like it's nothing, and it's all due to his items. Steel leg plates, tough boots, and the win in nature.
There's so much physical defense countermeasures because if you look at it, right, Aura Fire, I guess the only real source of magical damage is going to be Facehugger. And let's face it, against a Chou and against a Paquito, you don't really have a lot of chances to have a full duration on that real-world manipulation. And of course, Clay and Vin will also be very active in trying to stop that as well. So Skylar can actually afford to do so, right? Afford to just stack his defenses towards physicality. This is why it's so difficult when RRQ Hoshi targets the Yve and then just ensures that they can actually defend with the physical damage.
Amazing purify there, Godiva with I'm offended. One thing I do want to point out, but wait a minute, it seems like RRQ, they want war here. They are brewing something up. Now it seems like they are looking for the right opening.
Oh my God.
And the purple buff has been taken away by the hands of Albert. Lord is up now. Seems like Aura Fire, they are still behind. Fluffy here with the anti-CC, part of nature. But yeah, Glowing One was built by Clay as well. So Lilia, Clay, building towards the utility. He has built the Ice Queen as well as Glowing. More DOT, damage over time. Aura Fire, somehow squishy hero, so perhaps it might be scary. Skylar don't believe.
Oh my God, Skylar!
Take a look at that. The outplay by Skylar.
Wow.
He gets taken down. No, he gets the double, then he gets taken down. 2-for-1 trade by the goal laner of the Kings of Kings. And now it seems like RQ with the man advantage. They want war here. Hai might get taken out. Take a look at the slow effect there. Tempest of Blade as a defense. and R7 zoning away Godiva as Albert will comfortably take that Lord with Retribution.
This is why I wasn't a fan of the Brody, man. It's so easily countered. One item, Wind of Nature, and you are absolutely useless up against the Marksman. You're good against the rest, but that's it. How are you supposed to deal damage? How are you supposed to take Skylar down at this point? Like you said, Arashi, it's going to come down to Facehugger. But Facehugger has to do so many things now in this late stage, clearing the waste, providing the utility with the Ice Queen wand and the glowing wand, and now also dealing damage onto Skylar. It's a bit too much to ask from him.
He's only human, man. And now with the Lord coming in, he needs to clear the wave, deter any dive from RRQ Hoshi, and also deal damage to the Lord. He's going to try and position properly, but RRQ Hoshi, they're going to get at least 2 more targets here, it seems like.
Okay, base turret number 1 here will not fall just yet. There you go. It will fall now. RRQ Hoshi still with Siege, torn apart memory. Seems like there is no damage whatsoever. Mid turret might be next, but RRQ Hoshi, they do not want to overcommit on towards things just yet. 5,000 gold lead established here, RRQ Hoshi. They add a comfortable lead, so what they're saying is, yeah, I'm in control of the tempo, a map as well. Aura Fire, you have to get out of their base.
Again, for Aura, it's a very, very one-dimensional game that they're playing, right? We thought the Grok was going to go for at least semi-tank. He's full damage, Arashi. He has that BOD as well built up with a Malefic Roar. Not Malefic Roar, my bad. He actually has the Blade of Hephaestus here. So again, Fluffy, that's why he's so squishy. That's why he's always getting chunked down by RRQ. He is a full damage Grok at this point. And this is where you need to question, how is Aura Fire going to be able to actually withstand RRQ's damage? They need to go for that fight, right? It's a Hail Mary play, that's it.
They have to go for a fight and engage on the right people. And right now, that is what's so difficult, because if they go on anyone, Vin on Mathilda will be able to save him. And he is going full tank as well, which is why you saw that Godiva has been going for the I'm Offended onto the Mathilda, but he's way too tanky to burst down. And with that Sky Garden helmet, as we said, Albert is just all over the map and he won't be going to base anytime soon. The purple buff is contested yet again by RRQ Hoshi, and finally Hai will be able to pick one up. It's the second one in this game. Only the second one in this game.
Gee, man. But yeah, you can see again, this is the man, the only frontline technically for Aura Fire that can soak in damage, and it's the Ruby. So Ruby in itself isn't a very tanky hero, right? Just the base HP and just the base stats alone isn't there for the Ruby. So again, they are still lacking that frontline presence that can soak in damage. Aura Fire at this point, once again, the way they win, the way they can win is if they get that combo wombo with the AoE damage on towards the Prio members or split push. That's it.
And even if they want to split push, they're up against R7's Clay, R7 on that Paquito, and of course Albert on the Chou. So a lot of mobility and 1v1 potential, and a lot of escape and crowd control. Right now they're playing the macro game as much as possible, but as you mentioned, Mirko, big combo or no fight at all. There's no in-between for Aura Fire right now.
Well, we'll see here. Fluffy has done it 3 times this series. Can he do it again to keep Aura Fire alive?
Mid lane.
Already hovering.
Down.
Fluffy gets very, very low now.
Ooh.
Fluffy gets one in the backside with that torn apart memory. It seems like Skylar gets back away.
Skylar can wipe them out.
5v4. Albert with a quick reset here. Aura Fire will not force anything just yet as well.
I think it might have been a little bit of a mistake there by RRQ to actually look for that reset. They could have baited Aura a bit more, noticing that again, 2 ultimates have been taken out. Skylar could have just went for a free, and I really do mean free, Blazing Duet. But again, they do not want to commit onto that. So RRQ, it wasn't a mistake, but they want to play the more disciplined route, taking their time with this play and with the poke from Clay.
Look at that damage from Clay, but I'm offended to Vin from Godiva.
Yep,
Skylar.
Skylar in the backside with the Blazing Duet. Wind of Nature pops as well. Tempest the blade towards the backside. Fluffy now. Oh, where Dragon catches High, but no follow-up damage just yet.
Memory?
Torn apart memory will not take anyone down.
Whoa.
5 members from both parties is still up. No casualties whatsoever from the team fight.
Again, this is what I was mentioning to you, Arashi, right? They chose the discipline route. They didn't try to commit for the Lord, and that was their opening actually to actually go for something with Skylar. Because if Skylar goes in for the Blazing Duet with everyone having their ultimate back up, it's not going to be full duration. You're not going to deal the maximum damage output that you usually expect from this Blazing Duet.
Right now, Hai is playing that macro game as well. He's gonna force someone to try and deal with the split push. Oh, this might be Aura Fire's opportunity. R7 already patting down there, and once Hai sees that, he's gonna back away. He's gonna make a play for that Lord indeed.
Uh-oh, Skylar's there.
Oh my god, 2 members is actually on.
I don't know about this.
Okay, we'll see here.
Go,
Ball
go.
is there though, but he will survive here, cutting the rotation. A very smart macro play from Claude and as well as Matilda. As the purple buff will be taken away here, perhaps Fluffy taking a lot of damage here.
Ooh.
No commitments for a fight just yet as Hai is going to be on time. It's going to be in time here to take that purple buff with Retribution.
Uh-oh, he does. He did use the red tree.
Okay, that's information now. RRQ Oshi, they will come into the Lord. Real
Oh.
has been buffed. Clay. Oh my god, taking a
Kabuki!
lot of damage with Kabuki with that flicker will not be able to take Clay down just yet. And now we are seeing 5 versus 2 in the Lord, question mark? Albert looking for the right play. R7 trying to lay Lord as well. Clay is falling. And now Aura Fire, they are waiting 8 seconds for Retribution for Albert. We are now seeing RRQ, Aura Fire, the standoff, 18,000 health on that Lord. 20 minutes in. And now it seems like
They're clumping up.
Oh my god, Clayling 3 immediately here. Clay gets the kill. Might
Kai?
get the double very soon.
No
Here we
way.
go. Kai will
my
not
God.
survive Mortal Bombs and Aura Fire. They were 5 at 10 seconds ago. Now they're 3 as RRQ Hoshi will claim the Lord.
2 for 1, but again, RRQ, they get the Evolved Lord. And it's looking grim for Aura Fire. It's looking bleak for them. 3.7. Now 4,000 gold lead for RRQ. With this composition as well, they can actually look for the end.
Oh, your revelation pops here. Oh my god. It's not good for Aura Fire. RRQ will force a game 5. 2-0 down. It means nothing as RRQ Hoshi makes it official 2-2. And you can hear the crowd. They are going crazy in the MPL arena.
The dream is still alive, and it's RRQ with the momentum that we mentioned before. Aura Fire, they're gonna have to get back into their flow state that they had in the first 2 games, because if not, it might be another reverse sweep from RRQ.
That final fight was deadly, man. Any single mistake you make, you get taken out. And Aura Fire, they stuck around for a bit too long, and Clay, of all people, everyone has their eyes on Skylar, but Clay did so much damage, especially when everyone's clumping up like that. Aura Fire, because of how the one-dimensional they play, they get corralled into a